said that it's like going to before the Big Bang. And that's exactly where I went. And it was, I didn't understand direction, breathing. I didn't know, I think I was like an amoeba. Like, it was fucking insane. I like felt myself form the first synapse, like insane shit, right?
Were you scared in the moment? Like, what?
Yeah,
are you even able to process fear?
I was trying to comprehend what was happening. And your brain, I told somebody it was like drowning on incomprehensibility. Imagine your brain drowning on trying to comprehend and orient yourself.
Can you see your hands?
Your hands are closed. I'm sorry, your hands are closed.
Whoa.
I'm sometimes I act up, guys. No, your eyes are closed. So you're out. You're like out. You're like under it. You're like under, so to speak.
How long?
The first time is you inhale and you're out for like 20. You're like you ever do whippets?
Oh, yeah, one time.
It's like whippets, but whippets is like 9 seconds.
Yeah.
This is like, for some people it's 5 minutes. For some people for me it was 20. But within the 20, it's less disorienting in that like you slowly, your personality comes back.
And you're unconscious that whole time?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
Yeah. So
right?
it's wild. You can look it up on YouTube.
So never again.
Some people scream during it. Some people fight. Some people have to get hold. I was just laying there. No surprise. Let's be honest. I wouldn't do it if you offered me $1 billion. Literally, because what happened was, so I had that experience, which was like wild, but like, okay, I inhaled at 8. I was walking home at 9. Like, all right, this is. But the thing that happened was there's a thing called reactivation where like they used to call like acid flashbacks or whatever.
Yeah.
Reactivation where you go kind of back into it. It happened to me 6 days later.
For how long?
2 days.
So,
It was, I told Rogan I would have killed myself. I was halfway between alive and in the infinite. So I'm on a coffee date and I literally am like, my consciousness is disintegrating. Like I'm looking at this woman and like, it's like static on the right side. Like insane. And
Did you tell her?
No.
You just thugged it out?
It's kind of hard to explain, right? Like,
Yeah, it's like you. I knew I couldn't talk to a therapist. I knew I was so far beyond comprehension that it's like people say like you get a 35,000 foot view of life. I had a 35 trillion foot view. I was so far out and so aware of how old the earth was, how old the universe is, that I couldn't watch Apple TV screensavers, like mountains and shit. I was like, no, I can't look at this shit. Like I literally couldn't. That lasted months. The 2 days was so disorienting where I was like, am I in God's imagination? It felt like it was like in Casino, the credit sequence of Casino where he's just like spinning around and I'm in the city. It's a Sunday, Monday. And I just was like calling people I knew. I had the thought, it's really kind of bleak, but I was like, I would kill myself. This is so disorienting. I would kill myself, but I know I'm just going into more of it.
Because killing yourself isn't even relief.
it's not a reprieve.
It would have been completing where I was.
It's permanence. It's committing to the eternal.
To the thing that you hate the most.
It's not even I hate.
Staying
It's
alive
just
was your only option.
right. It's just incomprehensible. It's not comprehensible. Like I was in I don't know where I thought this or dreamt this, or maybe it was in the DMT like window, the 10-minute window.
Yeah.
Where it's like God is there. Like a God force, the central creation beam of the universe. Force, not a person. A person couldn't make a black hole. It's a force. I felt it. I saw it as like a black monolith that was like tilted like this, and I'm down here, and it was like, and I looked. There was another person there, and I was like, "This is God," and they knew, yeah, this is God. And then We both get like a force from the force. Our brains are wiped. And I'm like, what are you? What am I? I'm getting the chills talking about it. What's anything? Like
Neal.
so far beyond anything a human being should experience. For real. So I got 1% better every day. Ironically enough. Literally, like, I just knew. And one time I went to the dentist, did laughing gas, had to start over.
Fuck.
Like, literally, like,
No.
inhaled, went like, all right, we got to stop real quick. Because I went to the white place, not Applebee's. Hashtag fell for racism. I went to that place and was like, all right, can we just take a break real quick? But I got a little better every day. And I was fully recovered by like May, June. This was last November. So it took maybe more. It took 7 months.
Whoa.
Now here's the punchline. I'm better. I'm better than I was last October.
Emotionally happier.
My better comedian, happier, can fall in love easily.
Dick game.
Dick game never off the charts.
Crazy.
Like more connected, more empathetic, probably more intuitive. Just every part of me is better. But if you given me the option, I think I would say no. Like if you went back in time and said, like, would you do it again? With knowing the outcome, I would say no. Because it was so insane.
Do you think you're better as a result of doing that?
Yeah,
Or,
I
okay.
do. That's the thing. It's like an on-off switch. It's just like a simple, like, one way before and after.
What did you have to go through, you think, to get here? Like, what do you think that was? Was it a blockage or something?
I think it resets you. I think it resets your spirit for real. Like, I think that we don't have any conception of what's really happening. I think we kind of do.
Yeah,
we know, like,
We've invented some structures. We've invented some
I think
rituals.
most of life is orientation and structure.
Yep.
We're very good at it.
Yep.
I don't think we have any clue what's happening.
And
And because I smoked a thing.
yeah.
And then
The more
for 4 or 5 months, I was not myself. I couldn't look at sunsets. I literally couldn't look at mountains because we have these blinders on. You know when someone says, hey, that mountain's 500,000 years old, and they're crazy, and you go, oh, it's crazy. And nothing happens?
it happened.
Fucking lived it.
So,
was aware of how long 500,000 years was.
Yeah.
Wasn't that long, by the way,
Yeah.
to me. It's kind of still isn't. My entire orientation of the human
Space,
life
time.
is I was like, I kind of saw, I had a joke with myself, which was like, God going like, so you like patterns, do you? Come on. I'll show you a
Show you
fucking
some
I want
pattern.
to see all the patterns ever.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
God.
what it felt. To the point where they were like, I couldn't go to a therapist. I'm like, I can't talk to someone. I know what this is, and I
Okay.
cannot speak to somebody about
Okay.
this.